Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I'm doing a little working hangout since I figure a lot of you are very busy preparing your meals and getting ready for family and friends, etc. So my friend Beth Reseller Robot was kind enough to join me and hang out and do a little working hangout with me for a while. I'm going to pop in the StreamYard link if anyone wants to join me as well. Again, it's no requirement. You guys just want to hang out. You want to hang out in the chat. I figure there are some of us that are working on the holidays and some of us that are single that don't have families, et cetera, et cetera. So as I've told you, the regulars that know me, I always do a live stream every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'm here. So anyway, I want to say hi to Randy, was in the chat. Randy's telling some pretty bad dad jokes. Our friend Maggie Doodle is popped in the chat. Appreciate you popping in, Maggie. Always appreciate you being in the chat. So hopefully Lisa and some of our other regulars will be popping in. So like I said, guys, I'm going to do some listing. As most of you know, I have some health issues, been dealing with that. So we're gonna. It's like Beth to say, like, excuse me, I can't talk today. As Beth likes to say, I'm going to paddle on. Okay, so, all right, guys. So if you want to hang in, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Like I said, there's no requirement to pop in. Just to keep you guys company as you're doing your listing, and of course, for me to get some listings done, even when I'm not feeling that great. And it's Thanksgiving Eve, so it's get some work done. So let me put the link in the chat, guys. If anyone want to pop in, I would appreciate it. No requirement though. So, okay, pop that in here. There it is. Okay, see, I'm doing some hard goods, and for those of you that are regular on the channel, you know, when I had Mike and Randy in the other week, we're talking about shipping policies and shipping and things, and I hadn't changed my shipping. Actually, I hadn't set up shipping policies. Period. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Lisa. So I hadn't actually set up shipping policies, and I would just do them individually as I listed. And then all of a sudden, Mike says, "Well, you should really do it." Yada yada yada. So I started researching, and it's like, "Oh my word, this is really really complicated." So, long story short, and I'm sharing this because Beth is here. Beth would have probably chastised me, but we discussed this before.
I don't do that, Adam.
Yeah, well, you voice your opinion in a kind way. I don't know how this listing got listed as international sales. I didn't want to list it as international sales. I wanted to list it as priority mail. Lisa, you know, we had this discussion when Mike and Randy were on. I just wanted to ship to the U.S., you know, including Alaska, Hawaii, and I was going to ship it to the Puerto Rico and Guam, et cetera, the territories. So anyway, long story short, you know, I wake up in the middle of the night, I look at my phone, there's a message. Oh, it's, wow, maybe I sold something on eBay. As I look at it, it's like, what size are the waist on these jeans? I'm thinking, well, it says right in the listing, it says size 10, 34, 32 by 34. I said, okay, well, I guess maybe they don't understand that. So then I'm looking at the description, all the listing, measurements are in the description. I said, okay, well, maybe they didn't read the description. Go figure. So as I said, I was not feeling that great. So I type in the message. I said, they wanted to know the content, the clothing content. So I looked it up, found it, and it was 99% cotton, 1% spandex. So I put something to the fact like, hello, thank you for your interest. I said, the waist size is 34 inches, 32 inches. I keep getting because it's waist, and I do the length. So its waist was 32 inches. And I put, told them that the content was 99% cotton, 1% spandex. And I said, if you have any other questions concerning the other sizes of the measurements are listed in the description. So I said, I think to myself, well, that's a little nasty the way I listed it. But it's like, you know what? I don't want people coming back to me. I said, when it's right in the listing, you read the listing. And I got these things reduced down to like $10. I've had them forever. Women's jeans, you know, guys that are like big fan of selling women's jeans. So it's like, okay. So so here apparently this person was from Costa Rica. How it ended up in a Costa Rican listing, I don't understand because they told it I only wanted domestic shipping. Long story short, their response to me was one word response: rude. I said okay, so I responded back because I know eBay likes the back and forth. I said, well, thank you for your interest. I'm sorry you feel that way. Have a nice day. It's like, okay. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you popping in.
I may be wrong, but they They can't see it. They just can't buy it. I thought they could see it. They just couldn't buy it when you have that checked off.
Well, like I said, I'm kind of confused because I said I'm trying to like change all these, well, actually create these shipping policies because I was doing them individually. I would say, like, padded flight rate envelope, U.S. only, exclude this, add this, et cetera. But I don't know why I was doing that. So now I have like about 10 different policies, shipping policies. So I'm trying to go in there and try to edit them, and it's like it's we don't feel while your brain is like kind of fried. It's like it's whatever. I said, well. In the meantime, and Kristen, I'm sorry, I'm busy chit-chatting. I didn't say hello to you. Thank you for joining us, Kristen. So in the meantime, I'm thinking, well, let me get some listings done. Then I'll play around when I'm hopefully more sharp tomorrow morning. I'll play around with the shipping policies. But I mean, I have like 8 different shipping policies. I only have like 7 or 8 different types of things I'm shipping. And there are some hard goods, but that would be first class or priority. But so I don't know, but anyway, so I'm going to just work on some hard goods listings. Going to hang out as long as I can with you guys. I appreciate you popping in and hanging out. For those of you that know me, relatively well, some of you have been, regulars on my channel. I really appreciate it. No, I basically have a very small family, and the only one that's left besides me right now is my sister. And unfortunately, my sister doesn't talk to me, so I'll be spending Thanksgiving alone. Obviously, I'll be spending with you guys. I appreciate that. So I'm not doing anything special for Thanksgiving. Maggie and I were in Best Chat earlier talking about Thanksgiving and things, and we have a regional fast food. Well, it's really a convenience store, but they have some fast food there called Wawa. I mean, some of you probably know it's in the basically it's in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware. Now they're expanding down into Virginia, expanding down into Florida. So they do a lot of fast food type takeout things, sandwiches, which you guys would probably call them submarines. We call them hoagies up in the Philadelphia area. So anyway, they have a turkey bowl. So it's basically turkey breast with actually it's regular turkey. It's not turkey breast. It's regular sliced turkey with stuffing, cranberries, and I think some gravy on it as well if you want the gravy. So I'll probably end up picking that up tomorrow. So that'll be my exciting day with Thanksgiving. Somebody forgot to hit the like button. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate that. What are you waiting for? So, somebody puts in, I know, Christian, sometimes you're up in Johnny's chat. He's on pretty early in the morning, but one of the favorite things is one of the viewers said, don't be a bum, hit the thumb. It's like, okay, whatever works for you. You've always liked the Wawa. Yeah, Lisa, does that come with mashed potatoes? I guess it does. I mean, I guess Maggie said she's gotten it before. I guess it does come with the mashed potatoes. Hi, Pink G. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. Beth, you're new to Pink G. Okay. Pink G, you're new to Beth. Okay. So very nice reseller, Beth, based in California. She's active in a lot of the chats and a very, very nice lady.
No, I'm based in Texas.
Yeah, well, Beth's in Texas. But I'm saying Pink G is based in California. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Beth knows I'm kind of confusing my words today with my back issue. So anyway, she thought I was talking about her, but Pink G is in California and she's active in a lot of the chats. You've never seen a turkey
to have
bowl.
them come to my channel and visit.
Yeah, you know what, Beth? While we're doing that, I'll just might as well just post a link. And I know Maggie is a mod, and I know Randy's a mod. I know Randy doesn't post a lot of links, but Maggie, I'll look for Beth's link. You don't have to do it. I'll look for it. I'll post Beth's link to her channel.
Thank you, Adam.
You're welcome. Gotta make sure I don't get any feedback because I have my.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, Maggie. Hey, Randy. Hey, everybody. I think I saw Cindy come in, didn't I? Hey, Cindy. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Real Scroll. It's Real Scroll is Kristen.
Kristin. Kristin.
Let's see who else.
I'm gonna mute my sound so I don't get a feedback when I go post your link.
Yeah, we had a live hangout today for 2 hours and got a lot done. So I don't really have that much left to do, but waiting for my wife to bring me a hamburger.
Okay, there's the best link to her show, guys. So you can check out Beth. Beth does Sunday evenings. You always do a shipping show, right? Every Sunday evening, typically, right?
Yeah. And my
And you
plus
do
size
some.
clothing sale is on Tuesdays, and I try to offer at least one hangout during a weekday. I'm trying to get listing done. And I am going to be uploading a video soon on how to get repeat buyers on eBay. That's coming. I haven't done very many recorded videos lately. I've been so busy, but that's the next one that's going to go up. So,
Right. So Beth does at least one hangout a week, and typically two, and she does an auction or buy it now. I guess it is technically right.
yeah,
On your
and
channel.
it lasts for like 20 hours. You can buy after the show. You don't have to be present
Okay.
to buy. So,
And predominantly plus size when you're mixing in some other.
yeah, extra
clothing as
large
well.
and up right now for
Okay.
women. And yeah, I haven't put any men's on there yet. If I get men interested, I could always, I just don't get as much men's. So,
Well, I was half interested in a thing, but I don't wear those kind of. It was the shirt you had. You said it was a men's. You thought it was a women's when you first picked it up, but it was more like a plaid shirt. I don't really wear a lot of plaid shirts, but
yeah,
but
that's
anyway.
predominantly what I get, plaids and stripes for men.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why. Those are what sells for me. I don't know.
All right, so let me go
Some
back.
polos. I get some polos, but
yeah, I got I told you I was like I'm all discombobulated with this back issue, so I'm like, my washer is not working properly. So when I do loads of wash, I have to do small loads. And I have to manually turn the dial. Like, okay, so I got to make sure it's in rinse, then it's in wash, then it's in spin. So I got to stand there. It's like, okay, well, it is what it is. So
anyway. Yeah, we just got rid of our washer that was less than 2 years old.
Oof.
Because it was the computer board, and we didn't want a computerized one, but that's all they had,
right?
During the, and so that's all we could get. And the computer board went out. It's going to be $800 to fix it. And we bought a new one for less than 600. So
wow, what brand was that?
It was a Samsung that went out. So we ended up getting a GE. I think it was a GE, and yeah.
Well, Joanna is in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Joanna. Appreciate you popping in.
Hey, Joanna, I haven't seen you in a while, girl.
Good to see you.
I'm just over here measuring clothes, the story of my life.
Yes, Lisa C, Maggie, and Rose Girl do have great channels as well. Thank you. Lisa, I'm gonna go in. I don't think I popped up the chat. I'm gonna mute my channel for myself for a second here, Lisa. I don't think I made you moderator. Should be, of course, you should be. I don't know why I haven't. So, Lisa, I'm gonna make you a moderator, and if you do me a favor and pop in Maggie's and Christian's channel as well, please. So I'm just gonna mute my sound here so I don't get feedback when I do that. Okay.
What's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? We're supposed to have thunderstorms all day long.
Okay, Lisa, you are now a moderator. That was a long time coming. I apologize for taking so long to do it, but so if you can just pop in, you do me a favor and pop in Kristen's and also Maggie's YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Hello, hanging with the chef. Appreciate you popping in. It was just a working hangout today. Appreciate you guys all popping in. I'm happily surprised you guys are all popping in. So we're just doing some chit chatting, some listing, talking about reselling. I was talking about shipping policies. Mike was. I'm sure Mike's very busy, but he's typically in. I figured the night before Thanksgiving, not a lot of you would be available. But anyway, we were talking about shipping policies and shipping and last week, and I had never actually established shipping policies. I would do it individually, and then he says you should really do it for all your listings. And I started doing it, and long story short, it's been a mess. So anyway, so I was kind of playing with that a little bit, and then because I'm having some back issues, my brain is kind of fried a little bit. So I'm just doing some listing things, and Beth reminded me, and this is a great tip. This is a pro tip as well. That Beth, Beth is always throwing out these little nuggets, But she said basically, you're not feeling well, maybe you shouldn't be listing. So I just want to throw it out there, guys. If you're doing like any kind of late night listing or early morning listing, save it as a draft. Don't go live because God knows what kind of mistakes you made. You can always go back and review it to make sure everything is up to par, so to speak. And the reason I'm saying up to par because I'm listing some Callaway gift sets. So I guess up to par came to mind, but that's a good tip though. So if you're doing something when you're not kind of all there, just make sure double, triple check or go back and if you're doing a listing, you can always save it as a draft and then double check the draft the next day before you make it live. Look at Lisa. She's all over it. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. Oh, Maggie's going out for Thanksgiving dinner. No family gathering this year. Okay. Well, you were with your family down at Disney, so that's good. You got to spend time with them. I have not been to Florida in my early 30, probably 30 years. And the last time I was at Disney World, I was 19 or 20. And my uncle, my mother's brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided he would take us to Disney World in August. So it's like hello. It's hot and humid in southern New Jersey, but in Florida in August, it is super, super hot. You're standing in that heat and those lines. And
I went there in August one year. It was
You went there
awful.
in August one year?
It was awful.
You're waiting on these lines like Space Mountain and stuff. You're in line for like 45 minutes to an hour in that heat and humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what we didn't really buy like sodas and snacks and stuff because we were ridiculous back then. I can't even imagine what they are now.
I remember being at SeaWorld in August and
SeaWorld was fine. Yeah.
I just remember feeling like I was going to pass out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Spending most of my time, they had sprayers of water.
Yes.
And I remember spending the majority of my time under those things. Yeah, and you go in the shows at SeaWorld, there's air flowing.
Right.
But walking from place to place and
yeah. And then they had Epcot. You're walking around Epcot, and you're doing all that walking because it's basically a visual thing at Epcot. You're walking through the property. It's like, Pink said since her kids moved out, that there's no family gathering. Okay, well, maybe you can do what Maggie did and could go out, or maybe you can do do a little mini thing. And Maggie said she would never go again in August. Yeah, I hear you, Maggie. I mean, I know people love Florida, and we're not going to get into the politics and everything, but if the taxes are cheaper, yada yada yada. But I can't deal with that heat, and I'm not going to mention the other stuff I can't deal with. But anyway, I can't deal with the heat. Let's leave it that way. Okay. All right, get back to work. Stop talking about that way. Gonna get back to work. Let me see what I do with my listing here. So, guys, if you want to pop any questions about reselling, Beth is a very experienced reseller. I do this part time, as you know. I'm doing it to keep myself busy and make a couple extra dollars on the side, so to speak. And I think Lisa, I don't think I told you, Lisa, I did go to a class. That's another story, Lisa. I'm full of stories. But I was telling Lisa I was having problems with my iPhone taking pictures, the 7 Plus. And then I ended up I broke down and said, okay, well, this phone is 7 years old. The battery's shot. I replaced it once. The power connecting cord section is going bad. The input section. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to spend the money for a new one. So I got the 14 Pro, and Lisa was trying to help me with taking some pictures. So I said, you know what? I was running errands the other day, and there's actually an Apple store like not even 10 minutes from my home. So I'm gonna go right by it on my way home. I was going to stop this, then I'll stop in the parking lot, see if they have a class. So I go on the website, and they actually had a class. But it was like in 5 hours. It's like, I'm not going home for like 3 or 4 hours and coming back, yada yada yada. So I go on the site, and there's another one that's about 25 minutes from where I was at that location, and they were starting in an hour and a half. I said, okay, well, I can do an hour and a half. So anyway, Lisa, long story short, I ended up going and taking the class. It was okay. Long story short, it was a one-on-one. I was the only one that showed up for the class. So the guy was helping me, but I kept telling him I want to use this basically take eBay pictures, and he was more of a photographer, taking portraits and things, and so he helped me some. But in the meantime, I have been playing with this, and it does take better pictures. I'm getting used to the settings, so it's kind of neat. But
Adam, I hate to interrupt, but she's on her way home with my burger.
Okay.
So depending on how long we eat and how long you're on, I will come back if you're still on.
Very good.
If I
Enjoy your
don't see
burger.
you guys, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Love you all so much. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and everyone be safe.
Thanks, Beth.
Paddle on.
In.
We're all in this business boat together.
Take care now. Bye. Okay, guys. So you get to look at my handsome face. Whew, that's a scary look. I used to have 2 people on the screen at the same time. So anyway, so we're getting going to work on our listings. And guys, if you like, let me just pop in the link again. Maggie, I don't know if you're busy or what, if you want to pop in, but I'll pop that in here as well. Okay, so if you guys want to pop in, I'm going to work on my listings, and I'll try to pop in the chat periodically to see if there's any information you guys want to share about reselling. One thing, what was I going to mention? I was going to mention that's I tell myself to write myself messages to remember to talk about stuff, and I forgot to do it. I was wanting to talk about something. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. Craig, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you popping in. What I wanted to talk about was, guys, and in fact, I was actually going to call, and I was actually going to call eBay concierge service and ask them about this. You know how we have all these different updates, the spring seller update, the fall seller update. Well, one of the things I was excited about was they were going to require immediate pay for people that put in offers and those type of transactions. Because remember, sometimes you would get it, like say somebody would win an auction and they would give them 3 or 4 days to pay it, and they didn't pay. So they said they were going to require immediate pay. So I said, oh, that's great, especially for somebody makes you an offer, they should be willing to pay that price. So one of the chats or one of the websites, they were complaining about why aren't people required to do immediate pay. So long story short, I was going to contact eBay about that. I never did. Have any of you guys? I think they said they're going to roll that out in some kind of beta. I don't know if it's going to be like on a limited rollout or if they haven't done it yet, or they said they're going to do it yet. But anyway, long story short, apparently that has not taken place yet. So have any of you folks experienced that where somebody's made an offer and they was required as the immediate pay, or is that something that eBay said they're going to do and they just didn't do it? That is my understanding. So I was actually going to reach out to eBay concierge service and see if they can update me on it. I don't know if they will or they won't, but I figure I'll give them a phone call to find out about that. So let me make a note about that. That's one of the things I want to work on in the meantime. Concierge immediate pay. You've had it off and on, Maggie? I don't know. I mean, I thought that was a great idea. I mean, if somebody makes you a best offer, if I'm selling something, let's just say for $10, and somebody says $8, and say, okay, I accept your offer, that should be immediate pay. I shouldn't have to wait and chase you for the money, and then then I have to relist the item, and it's a bunch of rigmarole. So I don't know. Anyway, you've heard some have at least this. Yeah, I don't understand why they do things. I mean, I know like on YouTube it has to do with how large your channel is, and they roll things out, and like they're doing the they're calling it the handle, which I basically call a nickname. So my handle is going to be AdamsExploits without the apostrophe. I think it's ADAMS and then an underscore, then exploits, or maybe it's ADAMS and then capital A and a capital D. So I have a handle. So they're rolling that out in a slow fashion, but eBay was supposed to be rolling out those immediate pay. So I don't know what happens. It seems to be rolled out on the buyer side. Okay. Yes, I didn't really get into it because you know how like social media can be a trap. I didn't want to get too much into this. I think it was in one of the when I shared the link to the show when I'm coming on. I think it was in one of it might have been like I forget what the group is, but anyway, I think I saw it in there. Handles are made for whiskey. All right, okay. I don't drink anymore, so but I know about handles though. Half a gallon. Back in the day, Craig. So you're not quite as old as I am, but they used to call a half a gallon bottle or a 1.75 liter. They used to call that the handle because it actually had the handle with the spout. You can hold on the handle and you can pour it. So back in the day, we used to call them in the biz. We used to call the 1.75s, or back in the day they were half gallons. We used to call them the handles. Did I put the StreamYard link out? I will again. You're more than welcome to pop in, Maggie. I'm going to pop in right now. Okay, there you are, Maggie. You can pop in and explain it to us. Okay. Megan will be joining us shortly. Appreciate that. What you're saying, Randy? Fishman's. I don't know what that is. Anyway, Megan will be joining us shortly. She can talk about that. I'm just going to pop on my listing and just take a couple things while I'm doing that. Well, I'm doing a golf listing, so they're advertising a bank services for me. They're advertising a golf outing. So obviously, Google is paying attention to what I'm looking at. You're seeing best link, not the StreamYard link. Okay, let me redo it. That's technology, Mag. I don't know why it would have saved Beth's copy and it wouldn't send the one. I just put this in the. Oh, you know what it is? That's my bad, Beth. Beth. Mag, I did do that. You're right. That's my bad. I did that because I linked Beth's channel, and then I asked Lisa to link the other two channels, but that was the last link I copied. So yeah, so that's the active link there. StreamYard. There it is. Okay, that was my mistake. So that's what I told you about when you're doing things and when you're not feeling well, you gotta be careful. You gotta double check everything. There she is.
There I am.
How are you?
I feel like I'm in the dark.
A little bit. That's right.
Anyway, I am listing, so I might be hopping up and down from my chair.
Good.
But what I've experienced with the buy it now, pay on offers is it's been rolled out for certain buyers, not for sellers. So I will send an offer, or I'll get an offer, and then I will get it will say, if you accept this offer, the buyer has enrolled in pay it now, and you will get paid immediately. And on other offers, if I get an offer, it'll say the buyer has sent this offer. Please be aware that they have 4 days to pay if you accept their offer. So I think it's been rolled out on the buyer side. Some buyers have opted into it, and some have not. That's been my experience.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right about that. But the way I thought it was presented, at least I must have been a mistake, and I thought it was going to be like for all buyers. But like you said, it's
that's the way I thought it was going to be rolled out for certain sellers. That sellers will be able to require it, but
be able to require it. Okay,
but that's not been my experience. And
but it's buyers only, and they have to opt into it. Okay,
that's the kind of the message that I'm getting. Like some.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. Yeah.
Right. And offers that I send, because offers that I send, if buyers accept them, they don't have to pay immediately.
Even if they're in that program, I guess probably doesn't even tell you, right?
It doesn't even tell me. It's the only experience I've had is if a buyer gives me an offer and it tells me if you accept it, you'll get paid immediately, or if you accept it, you'll have to wait for payment. And it's my biggest eBay pet peeve. Yeah,
it doesn't make sense. I mean, if especially if you're cutting your price. I mean, I use something easy like 10 to 8. But if you're knocking like $20, $30 off an item, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'll accept your offer, but you got to pay right away now. Like, okay,
right, and I don't get it because other platforms have it.
Yes.
And what ticks me off is I'm a big fan of eBay, so I'm not downplaying eBay, but eBay's constant refrain when they push free shipping or things that hurt sellers is it's the industry standard. We're just doing with the industry, but yet immediate payment is an industry standard, and they won't do that. Yeah. They won't do that. So yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah, but that's my experience with that.
That's good. Well, I'm glad you made us aware of that because I wasn't exactly sure. Like I said, the way I interpreted it anyway, I could be wrong. I thought it was going to be that it would be part of the eBay platform that if you made a best offer, you would be required to do immediate pay. But you're telling me that's not the way to doing it.
Well, I think eventually it's supposed to be the way, but it's a long time. When was it this? Was it this fall? I thought it was the spring seller.
I thought it was the spring seller update. I did too. Yeah.
So it's not like even it was just the.
We had the spring, then we had the fall, and I guess we got a winter update soon. I guess.
Yeah. So now I have to go look at the spring seller update and see how it was worded. But it was a big part of that update.
Yeah. And let let me go and play with my listing a little bit. I'm just gonna have to. The pictures look good, but they're crooked. I don't know how I took crooked pictures, but I did.
Oh, taking pictures is the bane of my.
Well, that's why I did hard goods, because you heard me saying I wasn't feeling well. I was like, oh, I'm not messing with clothing today. There's no way.
Yeah.
So I took like maybe a dozen pictures of hard goods, so I can get 4 or 5 listings up during the show. Between chatting with the people in the chat, and it's like okay. And then I want to communicate with my phone, and when I'm import from my phone, it's like really.
I've been liking the feature import from mobile. Have you been using that?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was actually something they added that was very good. Because back in the day, I had an Android phone. I used to take the cord and the USB cord and plug it in my computer and upload the picture. So that's a great option.
Yeah,
like I said, it wasn't working properly for me for whatever reason. Properly. But yeah, it would say upload from your phone. I love that feature. I think that's great.
Yeah, me too, Lisa. I can't get, and I have the iPhone 13. It takes great pictures, but I just can't. Like I'm listing this thing now and it's black. So if I stand back from it, it's a big black blob. But if I zoom in, it's this completely different color. It's like it.
Well, that's
drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's what I had a problem with black as well. Randy, one of the things I bought from Randy, the wholesale to me, was black, and I'll show you guys. And I complained about that. I said I can't get a decent picture when something looks black. But
So I use an app called Pick Tap Go that's helpful.
Okay.
But it's still a lot of messing around with photos that it's just a lot of time for an item. Is it worth your time to finesse these pictures?
The two apps that I downloaded were recommended by the previous time I went and took a class on photos 7 years ago. And the guy that I took the class from had no idea what they were.
Oh. What are they?
Pardon me?
What are the apps?
The apps are Light Meter, ProCam, and Halide.
Uh-huh.
ProCam was the popular one. I don't know how well you can see this. Let me see. You can see the kind of it does different things.
Yeah.
That's ProCam, and then there's
ProCam.
Halide. I haven't used this in forever. I don't even know what this one does. But this is another one with the.
Oh yeah.
But the ProCam is pretty popular, and a lot of people know about ProCam.
I've heard of that. Yeah, Craig says that one's good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a contrasting background, Randy. So I take up. So for instance, this black thing, I take on a white wall, but I still find it difficult.
Yeah, black was tough.
It could absolutely be my stupidity, I think
just with these, and they're supposed to be better picture takers, but I'll show you. Like this is what I took with the guy at Apple took this, and of course it's excellent, right? Because he took it, but that's the beat. Of course he takes an excellent picture, but he's a professional.
So what did he do? Like, did he explain what he was doing in terms of the settings?
He was, but I think a lot of these things it's just kind of like you have to have a feeling for it, how to adjust it and center it, and
like I don't understand the use of the. You have the options on exposure. I don't know, and sometimes I play around with them and come up with an amazing picture. But I have no idea what I did to get that amazing picture. And I don't know what exposure means. I don't know what.
Well, I'm gonna share this with you just because I can share it with you. To be great is to be misunderstood. So, I thought I actually got a fortune cookie. I like that fortune. That makes sense. I misunderstood quite a bit. But yeah, so like here's the I'll show you the picture, and I just did this, and I was gonna crop out all the use the background remover, but see how it's kind of all like washed out looking.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So, but if you don't take it that way,
right,
it could be a big black blob. See in your picture, even though it's washed out looking a bit, you can see the seams and stuff like that. Like, so it's how to get the Anamora.
Anamora.
You, my
Thanks for
dear.
popping in, Anamora. Appreciate you popping in.
Anamora. I always feel like I need to sing her name.
Oh, Lisa was saying that she saw a video that mentions pictures of black with ProCam. Okay, I think it was Lonnie. Okay.
Oh,
and then Ping was saying imported for me works the same way as before. The editing is the pitch as compared to before. And who thought it was a good idea to click twice to accept the changes? I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of liking the phone. I mean, here's one that I took, and it doesn't look as washed out looking, but I kind of did it the same way. You can see it's kind of dark, and then I was just going to use the background remover to take out all the stuff around.
I don't think that's a bad picture at all. That's I think that's a good picture.
Yeah. And then I used the background removal. Well, I like having the background now. Actually, the phone has the background removal tool on it, and also the eBay app has it. So it's either way. I don't know which one works better. Have you? What's yours? I guess on the 13, you have the background removal tool, right? iPhone 13. Do you use the app on the phone, or do you use the eBay one?
I use Photo Room.
I use Photo Room. Okay.
Is there like an internal? I mean, there's one on the you mean on the eBay app, or
yes,
you
there's
mean
one on the eBay app. There's one on. I know there is on Photo Room. That's what Randy uses, Photo Room.
Right. There's
there's one on the phone too, I believe.
Is there? I don't know.
Let's see if I got it. Let me see if I go to edit. Come on. Auto adjust. What is that?
Trying to get to my picture.
Pretty sure it does. Now. Straighten. Maybe it doesn't. I thought it did. And now I'm talking out of school. I'm gonna have to go back and. Pretty sure it does have it though.
Huh.
Thought it did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes triangles. I do that with CDs or shiny things, Randy. Sometimes I'll try it on an angle.
Yeah, this I'm doing. I'm getting things that I picked up in I told you yard sale that I should have listed 5 months ago. But let's see here. I mean, taking a simple picture, and of course I can't even make it straight. It's like really, it's like it's so crooked. It's like, how did I take that picture? But I got those for free. That was a good deal. So I haven't started listing those yet, but I'm going to go and look those up. I have 3 of them, so I figured I'd at least get $10 for them because you can't get them anymore unless you buy them on eBay or something. Okay, let me see. Go in here and adjust this. Okay, I got to put my title in to complete my description. I'll edit that. I like having like templates, but this is like a one-off thing, so I can't really do a template. I'm gonna have to find somebody else's that has a more of a template in it. All right. Hello, Strong Minds, Jury Lovers. Thanks for popping. Appreciate it. Randy says sometimes triangles as opposed to straight on. I know you like Photo Room, Randy. Yep. Lisa uses the background remover tool on the eBay app on the iPhone. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really used it in the eBay app. Now I'm curious.
Okay, Ping says the way on the right for the removal tool. I thought it had a Ping. I just don't know why I couldn't remember where it was.
Is it also on the computer too?
Yeah.
See, now I'm going to try this.
Straighten.
Why should I work when I could play around with
Let me just crop that to see if that works. Done. No, that didn't do it. Okay. Edit. Just.
Let me add a photo.
There's the pencils and the pens I can do. Markup. Craig's got a whole book of jokes. He decided not to use pictures in his listings. Yeah, all right, boom. Craig. Options.
I remember when I first started on eBay, there were no pictures on listings.
Right.
That's
no, I'm
how
gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to watch a video because I know this darn phone has a background removal tool in it.
right. And okay. Now I'm on the eBay app, and I'm going to use the background removal tool.
You're on the computer though, right?
I'm on the computer.
Yeah.
Frame your item. See, you have to frame your item.
Right.
Like in photo room, you just click it and it's done.
Right.
All right, let's see. Continue.
I'll just do a Google search. Google.
That actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Last time I tried it on eBay, it was clunky and it didn't really do a great job.
Yeah, I think a lot of these things they kind of roll them out in beta and then they kind of tweak them.
This works. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So the only thing with using photo room is you can batch. Like if you do it with the eBay.
Yeah, Randy has a free version. He can't batch, but you have the paid version.
I have the paid version. Yeah.
It wasn't that much money, right?
No, I think it was a yearly.
It's yearly.
All right.
iOS 16 can instantly remove the background from any image. Here's how. So I know it does it. So I'm just gonna have to watch the video. As long as you have iOS 16. Long press your finger on the photo subject when you. Oh, that's right. He was showing me how to do that. That's right. He did show me how to do that.
So you can.
It's coming back to me. Let me pull one up. I'm gonna try to show you how to do one.
Okay.
That's coming back to mind. What he told me how to do it.
Okay.
And let me find one here, and I'll try to demonstrate it for you. I don't know how long I'll be able to do it, but let's see. You can see this is my cassette. That's the layout that Megan Mawini recommended, like the wood thing. So anyway,
now are you in the eBay app now, or you're just in your photos?
I'm on my iPhone on my
photos.
On my photos. So what you do is you touch. You said you touch it lightly. Of course, now it's not going to work. Come on. It's not working. There's a way to touch it, and it kind of wraps over the whole thing. I'm gonna have to watch the video, Maggie. There's a way to.
You have to get the photo and hold and press
Press slightly, hold it. Right, it's supposed to, but it's not.
So I get copy and share. That's all the options I get.
Yeah, he was showing me how. I'm gonna have to play with it. But yeah, there's a way to just. I wonder if it's because the format that I'm in.
So photo room was $69.99 a year.
Okay. Yeah, he said that. I know. He actually did it a few times, and now I can't get it to work. I don't know if it's because it's the layout that I'm in. Let me try another photo.
Let me see.
Click on it once. What if I have to go into edit? Maybe if I go into edit, then if I try it. No, it's not letting me do it. Okay. I'm gonna have to play with it. It's a way. It'll be like a little like a white shadow, and it kind of you hold it, soft touch it, it kind of covers the whole thing, and then boom, does the background remove. But I can't get it to work today.
This says touch and briefly hold the subject of the photo.
Okay.
So maybe you have to make sure you're.
Maybe that's what you got. Right. I can't get it to work.
Oh, so
did you get it to work?
So when I do it, it creates a glowing outline.
That's what it does. Yeah, and then that'll remove the background.
Do you see the outline?
No. Did you share it?
It says so. So when you click and hold, did you do it? And you can see the glowing outline.
I can't get it to work on mine. Yeah.
Oh, so I clicked and held, and it says copy share. So you have to hit copy.
Yeah. See, it's not letting me do it.
And then what does it say to do? Select copy.
I did it like 10 of these, and I've now forgot how to do it. It's original.
So what you have to do is now that I've hit copy, I can go into another app and paste it.
Okay.
But that doesn't work in, for instance, eBay because you can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. But you don't go into edit, right? Or maybe if I go into the upload,
It said copy, then you can go into another app.
that's what it is.
and paste
Copy.
it. But what other app could I go to? So let me go into, say, Google
Oh,
Keep.
I know what it was. He told me to like to send it into like what's the app on to notes. He told me to put it in notes, and I have a photo
Right.
file in notes.
So I copied it into Google Keep, but it
Right.
has like shadows in here.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of extra work, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it's not usable for.
Now I remember what he told me. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
It's not usable for
Yeah, you
eBay.
copy, paste, and then remove
Right.
it and then put it into another app. That's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
One thing I haven't tried it yet, which I guess I will eventually, is they have image stabilization now in the iPhones. So like if you're like walking around or something, you instead of having having a gimbal that stabilizes it, apparently has like built-in stabilization into the phone.
Oh.
So like when you're driving, it won't be like the picture won't be going like this; it'll be more like this. I haven't tried that. I need a phone.
You mean like if you're filming?
Yeah. Like say you're like on a
I get it.
like an SUV or something like a road, and you're bouncing around a little bit. It'll stabilize the picture, but
okay.
Not that I need the phone to do that, but apparently it does that.
Right.
Lisa says she does the listing on her PC, save a draft, add my photos on the eBay app. Okay. So
right.
Transfer. Okay.
Oh, I see. What I do is I open it up, I start my listing, and then I use the import.
Right.
And I go to the app on my phone and add the photos, and then I go back to the listing.
That's how I used to do it.
Yeah.
But now I can do it on a computer, and it basically sends like a link to your phone.
Right.
So you want to have your pictures transferred from your phone, and I click yes or whatever it is. Then I can do it right on the computer.
Right.
That's how I used to do it back in the day. Well, actually, back in the day, I used to do what I told you. To plug in like the cord into the computer and then transfer them all over and then highlight them. But now I can do, because I have the app, the eBay app on the phone and the eBay app on the computer. I can just say, okay, I want to work on my computer, send my pictures over from my iPhone into the eBay app, and it'll send like a link into the phone. So, do you want to do this? And I'll click yes, allow access to pictures. Like I said, it took me like 4 times to do it, but eventually it worked.
Right. And then I do because I used to use List Perfectly, but I gave up List Perfectly.
Right.
So I do my Poshmark at the same time. So once I do upload the photos to eBay, I open the Poshmark app and the sell. And then I have an iPhone and I have an iMac. So I can copy the title on my iMac and paste it in on the cell phone into Poshmark on the iPhone. So that's how I do my.
What app? I forget what app are you using now? You're using to share.
To share?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Are you not using what was the one that was
to do sharing? To do sharing on Poshmark, you mean?
To share and to also to cross list. The other one.
I was using List Perfectly to cross list, and then I was using an app called Closet Tools to share and do stuff on Poshmark, but I got rid of them both.
I'm gonna have to get back on Lisa or I'm sure Michelle will remember what it is. I used to always like scramble. It's like, what was the one I had on my show? And it's like the chat would pink. That's the one.
Oh, you mean the free one? The
free one, yes.
To cross list.
Yes.
It began with an F or something. Flip.
FLYP. Yep.
I never used it.
Apparently, it's pretty good if you want. I mean, if you just want to try it.
I might give it a try.
There's Lisa. There she is. FLYP.
Yep. I just felt like
Lisa.
I needed to cut down on monthly paid things.
Well, that's like I said, that's free. So maybe try it. Yeah.
So maybe I'll give it a try.
Yeah, try it. And then, like I said, it shares your closet. It follows. I mean, I don't really do Poshmark, but it follows people back that have followed your closet.
Okay.
You can do it multiple times a day.
I mean, now Poshmark has its own kind of automated sharing thing.
I remember back in the day they said it was illegal to do that. Now they have their own built in.
Well, I think what happened was so many people were just doing it.
Yeah.
but I think, in the beginning, the idea was this social kind of platform
Right.
where people were selling stuff out of their own closet. But once resellers got involved and had closets that had hundreds and hundreds of listings that were just not, it wasn't tenable to be sharing. And I think what broke it and made them reconsider was when they opened up the platform to companies like Free People, like brands.
Okay, I got you.
When brands
like brands and retailers, right.
And no brand was sitting there manually doing sharing.
No.
And I think that's when they realized they had to.
Right.
I mean, that's my theory.
That makes sense
about that. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been doing really well in Poshmark. All of a sudden,
oh, really good.
Things have really picked up there. So
Nice.
I don't know what has changed, but yeah.
You think it's just you're listing more and more saleable items, or what?
I think I don't know. I don't know. There was that big brouhaha where they changed the algorithm.
Okay.
And all of a sudden sharing wasn't, and they talked about shortening titles, and people were shortening their titles to try to figure it out, and sales just came to a complete halt. And then at the Posh Fest in October, they announced that they were going back to the old search method. So that could be it. It just, they changed up the search method.
Gotcha.
But I don't know, for whatever reason, my sales are doing really well there. But I have been more consistently listing. It's so hard for me to.
Yeah.
I struggle with balancing work and other stuff, you know? Yeah. So let me do this. I'm trying to create a.
I don't remember what I paid for this thing. I probably paid $3 or $4 for this Callaway thing, but I'd be happy if we get $20. This ball marking pen is basically a Sharpie.
At some point, when you bought it so long ago that you forget how much you paid, at some point it doesn't really matter what you get for it.
It was only I know those cassette tapes I got for free. I remember that because I was a local sale, like 2 blocks from my house, and I had to wait like 45 minutes for them to open up the sale, and it's like, so I'm looking around. It's like I don't want to. There was all like big heavy stuff. And I always talk about this channel, about networking and trying to be nice to people and, try to bind with people a little bit when you can. So I just chit-chatted with these people, started up a conversation and just talking to them and stuff as they were setting up. And so like I said, I got 1 or 2 small things I paid for. And I said, how much you want for the cassette tapes? She goes, take them. Okay. Works for me. But sometimes, that doesn't always work, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all. It doesn't hurt at all.
I've shared that story several times about Randy, how when he goes to pick up in New York in the district where he picks up his coffees and spices and things, and he'll get there like their lunch hour and he'll have a big thing of like donuts. The guys literally stop, and they're unionized. They literally leave their lunch hour and load Randy up. Instead of him sitting there for 3, 4, 5 hours, they just say, "Okay, Randy, we'll take care of you right now. We'll go on our lunch hour," because he bought him a bunch of donuts. Hey, save himself 4 or 5 hours of waiting in line. Yeah.
It's so worth it.
And what are people going to say? Well, you let him go first. Well, it's our lunch hour. You wait. But that stuff like that happens. Like the other day, guys, I share stories. So I go to Sam's to pick up a couple things, and then I had an issue last time I was at Sam's. Somebody physically threatened me.
Oh my God!
I just want to come here and get my stuff and get out of here. I'll make it a real short story. There was a woman. I'm trying to get my rotisserie chicken because they still got the deal, $5 rotisserie chickens. So it's like I like to get one like once a week and once every other week. It's all right. So I'm waiting, and this woman's yelling at this other woman, like about 10 foot apart, or yelling at her for like 5 minutes. I just want to get my darn chicken and get out of here. She threatened her that she's going to beat her and this, that, and the other thing. And it's like, and she's dropping the F-bomb like every third word. It's like, finally just said, enough. This big old fat guy, like, enough. It's like, stop. And then she starts screaming at me and threatening me. I'll kick your beep, 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 beep. I said, I'm 6'3", 350 pounds. I'm actually more than that, but anyway. She goes, I'll get my husband to kick your beep, 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 beep. I was like, oh, geez, really?
People are crazy.
And I'm myself, okay, Adam, so how do you want to handle this? I reported it. I mean, okay, well, if I want to press charges, which it is a misdemeanor to threaten somebody, I said she's never going to show up at court. I'm going to waste all my time with my bad back. I'm going to sit in the court. And she's not going to show up. I said, so I just told the management. So I went in this past week, and one of the managers was working the concession counter. She goes, oh, you were the guy last week that got threatened. I said, yeah, that was me. I said, my luck. So anyway, the reason I was telling you that about being nice and different things to people, I go to get gas, and that's the thing. I don't know if you know, but in certain states now, they can regulate who buys gas at the wholesale clubs. You have to have a membership. And my friend that lives in Pennsylvania says in Pennsylvania they can't do that, but in New Jersey they can. So the gas is like 20 cents a gallon cheaper at the wholesale clubs if you're in New Jersey if you get it if you're a member. I said, all right, so I'll go to get gas. So I said they're working on the one set of pumps, the problem, whatever. So there's like 6 cars in line. So all right, I see one guy working. Thinking, well, because when I first pulled in, there was like 10 cars. I said, I'm not waiting. I said, oh, I'm leaving. I said, oh, well, whatever. So I wait. One car gets taken care of, and there's 4 pumps, but they're only working 2. Another car goes through. I'm waiting. Another car goes through. So now 3 cars go through, and no one is using the other side pumps. And it's like, I don't want to be here all day. And I waited for 3 cars. I didn't just jump right to the front of the line. I pull around after because the next person would be the next person that pull the 2 pumps. I would be the next person after them. Figure, okay, well they're going to be waited on now, and then I'll pull up around the other one. He goes, sorry. He goes, that's one way. You can't do that. I said, what do you mean I can't do that? I said, I waited for 3 cars, so you got one person. He's there. I'm by myself. This guy's in the bathroom, and he starts dropping curses and stuff. I said, I had enough of this. I said, I don't have time to be playing your games. So it's like I just go there to get my food, and every time I go there, I got a problem. So anyway, long story short, I had to go to the bank to get cash because I wanted to drop off my laundry. And here right next to the bank, there's a gas station, 3 cents a gallon more than Sam's. Done.
I just paid $4.15 a gallon.
$4.15. Wow.
In Pennsylvania, but
yeah.
On the way up from Florida and North Carolina, I just paid. The other day, I paid $3.45 a gallon.
Was that low? $3.45?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Is that the tax that much difference? Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I know the tax is high in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. New Jersey used to be like the 5th or the 6th lowest, and then they raised it. But,
and then they raised it.
But it's still a little bit cheaper than Pennsylvania. But $3.45, wow.
Yeah, it was fairly cheap.
Wow. I think I paid like $3.69.9 or $3.67.9, something like that. Randy paid $3.39 at Costco in Pennsylvania.
Oh wow! Where in Pennsylvania are you, Randy?
Randy's up in the Allentown area.
Oh,
But he travels all over. He makes deliveries and stuff for his coffees and things.
Yeah, I paid $4.15 right outside of Philly.
Do you have a club membership? Do you have like a Costco or Sam's?
No. We used to be members of Sam's Club, but
the run up permit. Not that I'm telling you to get Sam's. I mean, $25 is this. There's a Sam's membership for $25 promo. Is
it like 25 for the year? Like we stopped when with just Michael and I because we just don't buy stuff in bulk anymore.
Yeah, for the year. I think it's like a Black Friday kind of deal. I mention on this channel all the time. I use it for myself and I use it for try to do RA or OA. I subscribe to all these different newsletters and text messages, and that's one of the things that came up. I actually have the Plus membership because I use it for prescriptions.
Oh, okay.
Some other things, and I get 5% back on a credit card.
I've never.
Says still $6 a gallon. Wow.
I've never been to a
Costco. Hey, Jim and Tara, nice to see you. $3.15 in Kentucky.
And, okay. And Lisa says $3.35 in Florida.
Okay.
I've never been to a Costco.
That's the closest one to me. There's one right. You know my area. You know where the Wegmans is in Home Depot.
There's yeah.
Right there now.
Yeah, I love.
That's the closest to me, but they're a little pricier. I think they're like $60 or $70. I think I pay like $80 or $90 for the Plus membership at Sam's. But I got to get early access. I get an extra like 3% back on my credit card, and
Yeah.
you know, they have the generic drugs at like discounted prices, and sometimes it's cheaper for me to get the generic drugs at Sam's than it is to get from my prescription plan, which doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, we did have a membership for a while. We had a membership to BJ's because
I had BJ's for a long time, yeah.
And then Sam's, and I remember getting like tires at BJ's cheap and stuff. So
BJ's used to have good tires at cheap prices. Yeah, yeah.
It was worth the thing, but when we just don't buy in bulk. That's the thing anymore. So.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. At least enough gasoline cars. We'll see. I don't know about that, but we shall see.
By 2035, I don't know.
Yeah.
The downsides of the electric cars seem to me like insurmountable.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
And the cost of the car is quite a bit. I mean, the cost of gasoline engine cars are pricey, but the electric cars are even more.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a friend who bought an electric car, and then she drove to wherever she lives in, like Syracuse, New York, and she was driving to like Williamsburg, Pennsylvania. And she said she had to plan her like the logistics of planning her trip,
charge it, yep,
in order to make sure she got to this point. So this place had a charge, to seek out where there were chargers, and to plan her trip around the track, and like down here, the Acme around the corner.
Acme, but it's us folks right here called the Acme.
Has a whole lineup of the charging stations, and in the summer you'll see they'll be all full. And I think, I wouldn't want to come down here on vacation and then spend.
Because a lot of people that have money, have shore homes, have electric cars. Yeah.
And spend part of my day sitting
charging your car.
Charging my car. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I guess they have chargers at their home. They don't have chargers at their
maybe. I'm assuming the ones at the Acme are people who are, people who are vacationing, or they could have summer homes. Maybe they have the charger at their regular home. They don't have it in their summer home. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, but as the way with anything, it starts out rough, and they refine and refine and refine and refine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
Never know.
Hallmarks, divot tool.
All right. In the meantime, I am not listing, so there you go.
That's what. Bull markers. I'll get at least a couple listings done. It's funny. I'm sitting. I feel better when I'm laying down, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. It doesn't put pressure on my back. Yeah. Bull markers. That's good. I'll get more listings done now. I figure when I sit up, I feel better than when I lay down. It's like I have to work more on eBay. That's a good thing. Not a good thing I don't feel well, but a good thing I'll be able to get more eBay listings done. All right. Golf club brush, divot tool, golf balls. That's 3. Ball markers is 5. Ball marking pen is 6. What's this? Oh, it comes in bag. What do they call it? Some kind of valuables pouch. Okay. Valuables pouch. Yeah, sure. Okay, whatever works for you guys. Get that up and listed. Valuables pouch. Valuables pouch. Big fingers. Spelled pouch incorrectly. Pouch. 7P, blah, blah, blah. Golf brush, divot tool is 2. Golf balls is 3. Ball markers is 4. 5. Valuables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm still missing 1. Golf club brush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still missing one of the things it has. Ball markers, I think. Tight alignment, divot tool, club brush, part tees. Oh, tees, yeah. Nice to have you put tees.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's Callaway is a high-end golf club manufacturer.
Oh, okay.
These are what I told you I picked up at the yard sale for like $2 or $3.
All right.
And they're selling for about $20.
Yes.
It's like a golf tees, couple golf balls, ball markers. One of the things in my cash pile that was hard goods and was relatively easy to list. Golf tees. So, but said it had seven things. I want to make sure I listed all 7 things.
I have something I have to list. It's this Guitar Hero Live.
Oh, I've had a what do you call it?
Yeah.
Video game system I bought like 3 years ago because I know nothing about it. I bought it from Pittsburgh. What's his name? He's out in California now. The card collector guy.
Anthony,
yes.
Pittsburgh? Is he in California now?
Yeah, he's in California now. Yeah, he's running some kind of card grading company or something. He started his own.
Wow.
And then I think they were bought out. I think they were bought out by this big company in California.
Awesome.
So he just uprooted and moved out to California.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah. Yep.
I know I should get that listed because Christmas, but
Yeah, that's why I figured this is kind of like a stocking stuffer. Maybe somebody will buy them. Okay. Quantities, one quantity. Quantity is 2. I don't want offers, so I got it too low. USPS first class. I didn't weigh. I'll have to add that. Make a note to add to weigh. Callaway. Okay. Preview. I changed that picture to.
oh, Lisa says he's going to move back to Pennsylvania now.
Who was?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony's moving back to Pennsylvania? Wonder why that is. $4.99 shipping. Yep.
He's the guy that does like the Bible study, I think, with
Yes.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Mama.
With Kelly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Hip flipping mama.
Yeah, Miss Kelly.
Why is he moving back to Pennsylvania, Lisa, if you don't mind sharing? I was curious. He's doing really well out there. He seemed happy. All right.
Not plus size.
He's been around again lately. Okay. Well, I'm going to get one more thing listed, and I'm going to get off.
Okay,
I appreciate you guys' company, and we're a little over an hour. I told you I would try keeping around an hour. So I'm going to see if we get one more thing listed. Accomplish something here. All right. So we got that listed. Go back to my drafts. Zoom drafts.
So now I don't know.
To create a draft. Okay.
Spandex.
Well, everybody must be having Black Friday sales. I got 11 text messages. Jeez.
Oh, please. The one day I do not shop is Black Friday.
Well, I'm not going to physically go yet. So.
I don't know how to do these item specifics. I wish Beth was here. I could consult.
Maybe she's done her burger. You never pop on. I say, Maggie Nietzsche, you done your burger?
I have a dress and a jacket set, so I don't know if I should do my specifics based on the dress, which is sleeveless, or the jacket, which has long sleeves.
Maggie needs you if you're done your burger. If you are, spell your right, Adam. Done your burger. B-U-R-G. Maggie needs you if you're done your burger. Okay. All right, let me go to my new list. What am I going to list here? Oh, the cassette tapes. I'm going to list the cassette tapes. That's right. Okay. Okay. Advanced. These are Maxwell High Bias XL22. Maxwell High Bias. She can't come on. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Maxwell High Bias. XL2. XL2. 90 minute. Oh. $5 for one. $7 for shipping for one. Let's see here. Advanced. Sold. Buy it now, new. Four-pack, $24.99 with free shipping. Okay, two-pack, anytime. It's like they're between $5 and $7. There's always someone for sold them for $3.50. That was too cheap. Huh. $4. $8. All right. Wait, Randy, I missed your comment. There is no W in that. What was something you wrote earlier?
No, what's that?
Kelly has brand outs for electric cars. No, Randy put a comment and I checked it for a while.
No W.
All right. So I'm going to charge shipping. I got to figure out what shipping is going to cost. Okay.
Do you do calculated shipping, or do you just do a flat rate?
I do flat rate. Yeah. I don't. Everyone has different opinions. Yeah. I know a lot of people are getting away from the free shipping, so something like this, I'll just want to charge, because I'm afraid if they tear open a package or something, I can't sell it like new. That's something I have to put in the description too, because no one wants to get set tape that's the package stored open. Right. No W in the tapes. No, you're right. It was spelled wrong. You're right. How about that, Randy? You're right. And somebody have it listed as Maxwell. You're absolutely right, Randy. That's how stupid I am. I said it was Maxwell. It's Maxell.
Oh yeah, Maxell.
Yeah. And the people I've listed as Maxwell, there's like 4 of them. 5 of them, 6 of them. Oh my word! Good thing you caught that, Randy. There's like 10 listings. They listed as Maxwell. That's what happened. I did like sell similar, and they were all listed as Maxwell.
I wonder though if you search for Maxwell, does it still pull up the Maxell? Like, do people?
Well, that's what happened. Yeah. Well, yeah. Good question. Yeah. So 0 results found. That's what happened. 0 results found for Maxwell high bias. And then it listed all the Maxwells.
Interesting.
There's dozens of Maxwells. I don't see a single Maxell. There's dozens of Maxwells. Thanks for the heads up, Randy. I told you I was kind of half out of it here. All right, let me get that started.
I hate when I go, like I've had something listed a long time and I go back to like end it and relist it or do something with it and
Right.
I realize it's been misspelled the whole time. Or I especially hate it if I sell something like accept a cheap offer and then I realize, oh, I had it wrong, it was spelled wrong.
Yeah, I guess I should check other people's listings to make sure they spelled it right in their title when it says sell similar. So, okay. Create a listing. Tell us what you're selling.
Does it have a UPC on it?
Yeah.
Do you just like type that in?
Yeah, I found it. I found what exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Um,
It's so easy to list books and things that have or DVDs and things.
yeah.
Lately, since Amazon's getting tighter and tighter and tighter on what you can sell.
That's what I hear. Yeah. Add photos.
They just, I mean,
Port for mobile. See if it'll work this time. Here, I got my notification. Now tell Mr. eBay it's okay. Stock photo done. Got it. See if it's gonna let me do it. Yeah. Oh, so they actually have a stock photo. Nice. Okay. Add photos. I don't want to add photos. I want it from my phone. I just told you that. Son of a gun. That's why I keep going back and forth with this thing. I told I want to do it from my phone. I want to add photos. Yes, thank you. I want to do it on a computer. Allow photo access. See if it's going to work. Yeah, see, that's not working. See, there's a glitch on that.
oh, on the phone thing.
Yeah, it's not letting me import it from my phone. I keep telling it yes, but then it wants to do it in the app. I want to do it on a computer.
Well, that's what has to. You have to do it in the app though. So
But it says import from mobile.
you do
Only
import.
photo formats can be imported from mobile. Okay, so add photos to your listing.
You do import from mobile. You hit it brings up the little eBay notification.
Now it won't even let me open the draft.
You hit that. You add the photos on the app.
And then have to edit in the.
But then you go back to your listing and there's a box and it says got it and you hit got it and then all your photos appear.
Okay, so I got to go back in the because it's telling me allow access. You are in limited select photos mode. Allow photo access to see your recent photos here.
Yeah, you want to allow.
Why am I limited?
I think that's
Selected
the default.
photos. I'll just put all photos. See if it lets me do it that way.
Yeah, once you do that, it should stick like that.
Yeah, trying to learn this new phone. eBay.
All right, done.
Because before I used to just do it on the phone, you know, and then I thought, well, if I can do it on the computer, I'd rather do it that way.
Yeah, well, in order to do the mobile, you still have to.
You still have to upload it to the mobile, then edit it on the computer.
Yeah, you still have to upload it to the
Right.
mobile, but then once they're there on your phone, you can go
Right.
back to your computer. You don't have to complete the listing on your phone.
I got you.
Yeah.
I just thought I thought it was a new update for the full seller that you could just do it that way.
No.
Because I was doing it on my phone. I figured, well, I'd rather just do it on my computer if that's okay, but apparently not. Get it. That's exactly what happened. You are correct, Maggie.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can do my edit. Background removal tool. Frame your item. Okay. Continue. Yeah, that looks crappy. Ugh. That didn't work too well. Let me see if I can use the brush. That's not right. Well, I guess I'm not using that.
No.
I use it the way I had. I'll just crop it.
This one's cute, so this has to get tried on before I decide to sell it.
Hey, you want to keep it?
It's my downfall.
Oh yeah.
All the cute clothes in my size.
It does take some nice pictures. I gotta give credit. The phone does take pretty nice pictures.
It does take great pictures.
Yeah. So edit a little bit and it looks good. I have to put item title 3. Yeah, you can't even spell cassettes. That's my word.
And you have the iPhone 14?
14 Pro.
Okay, yeah. I have the 13. The 14 is supposed to be even better.
But I have to send back the they're gonna give me $70 for it. If I sold it online, I'd probably get $150, but it needs a new battery. I don't want to deal with that. And by the time I pay fees, and who knows what else, you know.
Yeah, we traded back the old ones.
Yeah, I got the box. I just have the fact it's the box sitting right here. I gotta take care of it tomorrow.
Here's my phone here.
It does take pretty good pictures. I have to give credit for that. All right. All right, crop that. Okay. 3 cassettes. XL cassette. That's the brand. Condition new.
Oh, so much size in it. Dadgummit.
Okay, Maxell, blank audio cassettes, 3 cassettes. Pricing.
23, 28, 19. I hate measurements too.
So I did this hard goods instead of doing clothing.
Yeah, you're right.
5 and 17 is 22.
23, 28. Blah, blah, blah.
No, that'll work. Now I got to go and check my shipping, make sure I didn't put international shipping on it.
Do you do global shipping or just?
I haven't been. I know it's.
No, I know they say that you should do direct international shipping and not use global shipping, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, they changed. It's not even called global shipping firm. It's a new name. I don't even know what the new name is.
I forget what the new name is, but
Yeah.
like people say, you really should just ship directly yourself internationally, and I don't.
Yeah, I mean, somebody like Mikey has all these different, he ships pirate ship. He does the simple export rate through pirate ship, and then you have to learn all the various things. I mean, they're absolutely right. It is better.
It's cheaper for the buyer, from what I understand.
Exactly. All right, let me see if what my shipping looks like on this thing. So I don't charge $5 to ship something to Europe or something. Flat rate, USPS, first class.
Okay.
What is that policy on that? Use shipping policy. Same cost to buy USPS first class, blah, 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 $4.99 handling time, no international shipping.
I read an article about a woman who did shipping through pirate ship,
Right.
and they sent her an email saying that her weight was off or the weight was wrong, and they charged her an extra $1,300.
$1,300.
$1,300.
What is shipping?
And pirate ship wouldn't back her up. She had to like fight it through her credit card.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. Pirate ship said something like the dimensions of the package or something.
Right.
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's probably was the cubic shipping, and they probably
Yeah.
exceeded the cubic shipping. But still $1,300. Wow.
Yeah, $1,300 is it? It's just
That's insane.
ridiculous.
I guess I have to go in and edit this. Let's see. That's where I could use Mike with editing the shipping policies.
I gave up my shipping policies.
Edit policy.
Because
Actually, in the last video he was on, he was showing us actually how to do it. Flat rate, same cost to buy USPS, one business day, no international. Edit exclusions list.
Michelle said, did she ship a car? No.
Yeah, right? All right, so we're just going to do no international shipping. We're going to allow Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. protectorates. I'm only charging $5 shipping, so I'm going to have to go on a pirate ship and see if I did that right. See how it's going to cost me to ship it to Alaska and Hawaii.
So I'm trying to, I take pictures of this and I'm trying to smooth out the wrinkles on it. Because on my steamer.
Hey, Todd, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for popping in. Mr. Silverhair Stecker's in the chat.
Hey, Todd. Oh, they removed the side tag too.
You're right, Randy. I changed it to Maxell. You're right. Just got to make sure my shipping policy is correct. That's anything when I'm getting work done. I'm chatting and then I go back to the chat. Somebody posted something like 20 minutes ago. I'm just going to go and check that out. Well, we're at an hour and a half, guys, and I appreciate you all kind of hanging out. We did get some work done. One thing I did realize is that it's better for me to be sitting up, so hopefully I can get some more work done tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Want to thank Beth for popping in earlier, and also Maggie for popping in and taking her time to pop in and keep us company and do some listing and discuss a little bit of reselling. So, anyway, guys, for those of you that are celebrating Thanksgiving, have a great Thanksgiving. And I'm working to have some more guests on. I actually reached out to Crystal, and I might have Crystal come on with her husband, Angel. So I'm going to try to see if I can get them to come on this coming Wednesday. If not, I might have to work with the time a little bit because I don't know if Angel's still working part-time but I like that story, how she kind of got him involved down to reselling business. So
their videos are fun.
Yeah, it's absolutely. Yeah. So let's see if we can book Crystal and Angel for next Wednesday. If not, sure I'll find somebody, guys. So appreciate you all being here. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
See you next Wednesday.